Alrighty. Let's get this going. Hey Doc Weeze, how are you doing today? We've got a lot of stuff to get done today. So I'm going to just jump right into this. How's it going, everybody? I'm Drifty from Driftwood Gaming. We're going to be working on the Legend of Driftwood. We're getting very close to deploying the update. It's going to happen any day now, pretty sure. I would like to set up one big boss fight for the ending, just a challenging fight before the player is given access to the airship. This is it's not the ending of the story, it's just the current last boss as it would stand. The game version is coming along great. I think we've gotten a lot of the bugs fixed, and the system's remade and revamped and updated, and it's closer to where the game was. I wanted the game to be the first time I released it. And of course this time I want much more than I'm able to deliver, execute, but we've made a lot of progress. I've made another boss fight. I'm going to rename it and change some stats and items, and it has no skills right now, so I should probably give it some skills. I want to see what it looks like, so I'm going to start this. I'm going to put this on the world map like I did before. That's the smartest idea, because inside the arena there's a different issue. So this is Timtress, which we tested and we're okay with. Now we're going to try this one. Okay. Hey, Cries History. How's your day going? Let's load a game. Let's get the controller. Wait. Okay, so it is an animated skeleton boss. Has no moves or anything. But it's an animated SV enemy version of a skeleton. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with. T is in the other room with the baby, but I'm sure she will join us very shortly. Alright, so we've got this. We're going to call this Kane. And let's give him some moves. Okay. Hi, DVD. How are you doing today? Alright, so I think that's good. Give him a bunch of different skills. And we'll take them away if we feel like they're not, if they don't work and whatnot. I feel like there needs to be some sort of TP regen on this creature. So let's make some TP regen plus 30%. So it just gets TP as it levels. Let's say that it takes half damage from Venom. It takes 25% damage from Absorb. It takes half damage from Bushido. It takes 50% extra astral damage. It takes 25% extra light damage. And it takes, I don't know, let's say 75% of physical damage. So it's weak to astral and light, strong against physical and venom, and very strong, and Bushido, and very strong against absorb type elements. We'll give it some more things that it can drop. Let's make some things, some special equipment for it. Kane can drop something really cool. We'll say generic armor. Let's make it drop a relic, or at least have the chance to drop a relic. What kind of relic? We'll call it Kane's tablet. And what does Kane's tablet do? It will remove encounters. Stops all encounters from happening. You will no longer be attacked in the wild with this equipped. There we go. We're gonna say it's worth 100,000, but it's gonna have the cannot sell tag. Yeah, that's all it does. It makes it so that you cannot be attacked. And if you beat him, you'll have that 100%. Rest in peace, Deckard Cain. Little Easter egg there. Okay, go back to enemies and put that in there as Kane's tablet, 100%. So guaranteed to drop that if I spell it right. Let's see, armors, Kane tablet. We'll just say Kane's tablet, like so. That idea you had.
Mm-hmm.
T's here now. She's back in the room.
Hello.
Some people were saying hi to you, and I said you were in the other room taking care of baby. But she's here now. That idea you had about making an item that stops all encounters from happening at the end of the game, I went ahead and put that in right now.
Nice.
So that was T's idea, and I've seen it in a lot of games. But T recommended I do something like that, and I think it's a great idea. At the end of the story, if you want to be able to walk around and not get into fights,
yeah,
you should be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It does kind of make it so that the repel system that I put in becomes useless, but it conveniences the player at this point. When I adjust the storyline the next time to make the storyline longer, I'll just take this out, or I'll nerf it so that
move it a little further up in the game.
Yeah, I'll put Kane's chip tablet or something, and it only stops half the encounters, so it reduces the encounter rate by half. For now, we'll make it so that it turns off the encounters while you're wearing this relic. Okay. So we've awarded that to the enemy. This enemy is going to be super strong, and it's going to be like, it's going to stop the player from ending the story super quick. So it'll be a speedrunner's bane. But I don't want it to be impossible or even extremely hard. I just want it to be like they'll have to challenge themselves a little bit and find some strategy to beat him or something. He'll be undead, but the whole throw a phoenix down on undead instant dies won't work on him. In fact, he's really weak, or he's really strong to absorb type of spells. Hey Waffles, how are you doing? ZL Entertainment, it's nice to see you. You just got done recording a Minecraft video. I think everyone's making Minecraft videos right now. I think Toasty started a Minecraft channel. Everyone and their mom is jumping on the Minecraft bandwagon. Again, which is, I mean, it's the natural cycle of things, which I understand. It's good. These things come and go, and when it's hot, you know? Anyway, let's test out this battle. We're going to just get completely obliterated. I do want to make some custom skills for him, but I threw a bunch of skills on, oops, not this one, that have already been made for other skills and characters and whatnot. You might have too much agility. So the first thing that happens is assassinate, but it was a miss. So let's start off with defenders. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We'll provoke with our tank. Do we have offensive on? Let's put offensive on. I guess it's not weak to any of these things. Whoa, what? I think I hit. That was me hitting the wrong button. That's fine though. I don't know what Olgwin's even doing. I think I put him to guard. Okay, so Blade Rush forces a crit, which is Arturus' move. Let's bring back Dark Hero. He's got too much agility. That's what I thought. Okay. Also, I need to change some things. Whoa. Oh wait, never mind. Need to change a couple things. I think I need to change the way that some of the states work, and so that their damage over time is based on a stat instead of a percentage. Thank you for the sub, Ezra Gilgors. Thank you. Doc says, I think it's funny how easily Minecraft is shutting out Fortnite videos. Yeah. Well, I think the Battle Royale thing is just getting played out, as is the cycle of games, you know? What was I gonna do? Gosh, I get so distracted so easy. What did I literally just say I was going to do? Oh, I remember now. Change some skills to be stat-based instead of percent-based. Let me go to yanfly.mo. And search for DOT. Let's see what pops up. Custom DOT formula. That's on the tips and tricks, and I've done that before, but he has a plugin. Okay, let's go. Damage over time. Oh, the Tigress collab. Extended damage over time. I may have this already in the folder. Let me just go here. It is an extension, I believe, for the damage core, so it'll be X EXTDOT. Requires both the battle engine core and the buff states core. Make sure this plugin is underneath both of those. Okay, so this is... Yes, this is what we want. Okay, so we're going to put this in and drag this up underneath buff states core, which is underneath the damage core. Like that. Regen animation. DOT animation. Default variance. Okay, 20. Default element is, there's no default element. You have to specifically say the element. Okay, inside the state we're going to apply note tags to determine their damage over time. So we can set custom animations, which we should do. And then formula, regen formula, DOT formula. So what we're going to be doing here is DOT formula. So let's go to the states. Poison will still be, gosh, why is poison 10%? 5%, oops, negative 5%. So strong, blind. So regen is based on a percentage. These are all percentage. Here we go. Burning, bleeding, etc., etc. So we're going to go DOT formula, and then we put in like what we want. A dot ATK plus A dot MAT plus A dot LUC for, I guess, charisma bonus or luck, whatever I put that in there. And we can just say 100 plus those things. We'll need another thing to to determine that it has a custom element. Gosh, come on, brain. Where's my coffee? Let's see. There's one more thing. There's got to be another one. DOT element. Here we go. And then we can customize the variants as well, which we don't need to do. And I don't think we actually need lunatic mode for this. So element fire is, I believe, 2. Let's go to types. Fire is 2. Go back to states. So this is an arbitrary amount. It's going to be a lot less than 5% on later levels, but a lot more on earlier levels, which I'm okay with. Plus, once it is inflicted with this, it will make it that so that this does more damage because it's taking more against fire, which this is also fire. So now we pick a custom animation, and we don't need a regen animation because it's not regenerating anything. We just create a custom animation for this state to trigger every time. So let's do that. DOT animation. Go to animations and find a burning short fire animation. Good enough. 203. Okay. And basically we're going to copy this and put this on bleeding, chilled, shock, soaked, rocked, and dizzy. So for bleeding, this is different. This is element of 1, which is a physical type of damage. And, oh, we also need to remove the percentage, because we're no longer looking at a percentage damage on any of these. We're just going to remove the percentage on all of these, because frankly it's too strong on bosses and too weak on trash mobs. And it's just not good enough. So we take that here, we change the element, we change the animation, and potentially the formula. Let's change the formula for bleeding to be ATK times 3. Like so. But we'll take that, paste this here. For chilled is element 3. We need to, before I skip it, let's find an animation for bleeding. For when the player is taking damage from bleeding. Let's get rid of this. Excuse me. Let's get rid of the screen flash and the sound effect. I don't want that crashing sound effect. It could just be like more of a water sound effect. There's like too many frames in here. this. Oh wait, I'm messing up, ain't I? Yep, I'm messing up. Let me copy this, go to the bottom, put this down here, and call it bleed effect. I'm just going to leave the other changes, I don't care. And change the color to be a red. There we go. Good enough. So that's 471. We'll go to the skill for, nope, state. 471. And then we'll go to chilled, which we have here, and we have to give an animation. That's actually really good for a water. Let me copy this for water. Or flooded or something. Let's change it from purple to more of a green blue. Get rid of the screen flash. And we'll put it in the center. Oh, I see why. I'll put it in the feet because it's actually kind of high so that it looks more in the center. We just set the position to feet. And I'll call this water effect. But we still need one for ice. So let's find That's great for ice. We'll call this ice effect. Let's get rid of the screen flash. Just make it a target flash. I don't want the thunder sound effect actually. Let's do something less effective. Yep, that's better. So 473 for the ice. Go back to states. Take this. Put this here. Find one for lightning. Hold up, let's get this up and this up. Hey Jasmine. Shabeto said I failed the game jam because I made it too big to finish in time. Hey Snoogus. Hey Jazz. Is there a way to make DOT states a certain element? That's what we're doing right now. You just use DOT element note tag with the plugin. And they'll apply based on the element. I love making outdoor maps, but indoors are gross, says Snooze. I think all maps are hard to do. I think I saw some of your work on the Discord. Links in the description. Shabeto. Keep working on it. It's looking better and better. If that wasn't you, whoever posted it was pretty good. I see you there, Waffles. What's up, by the way? Hey, K-Zaman. I'm not ignoring you guys. Hey, Silex. Can you do a first impressions on one of my games? I can, Silex, but you have to be a Patreon backer. There's a $20 a month tier that you can join. That is being reinstated starting tomorrow. I'm doing first impression videos again.
Yay!
First impressions are coming back starting tomorrow. I have one. So if you want me to play your game, back me on Patreon and message me on Discord. Hey, Graceless. Okay, so let's find an animation for shocked. I like that one. Let's do this, and then change the holy to, I don't know, that one. Yeah, and let's change Thunder 1 to this one. And change the sound effects to that. and that, and that. So completely different. Yeah. And we'll call this one lightning effect. And that is 474 states. 474 is shocked and soaked. We already found one, right? So let's paste that. Nope. Copy this. Paste that. One thing, shocked I think is type 4, and soaked is element type 5. Let me double check. Thunder 4, water 5, yes. Alright then. What was the animation for the water? 472. And then we need one for we will rocked you. That would be 6. Huh?
What is this comment?
I would if I had money to do so. You're an amazing YouTuber, and I literally only started making games because of you. I'm literally going on my way to a ferry to go to France with you, Luck. Is that what you were laughing at?
Yeah.
It sounds like a very nice comment.
You're
Thank
going
you.
to France and you're not taking me?
What?
You're going to France and you're not taking me?
I didn't know I was going to France. This is new to me. Silex just dropped it on me at the last minute. He says we're going to France.
Wish you luck.
Thank you. How many serious developer places are there on the Patreon? Just 5? Let me check. How many slots are open? Yeah, there's 5. I only have room for 5 more. Because I can't just...
Because it's a video every 30 days per request.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably extend that if there were a lot of people, but I mean, I'm not going to say for sure I will. Like, I'll probably only take 5 right now. Because anybody who's done this knows what it's like when you have, like, a line of, like, 25 games that you have to play,
Yeah.
and you're like, holy crap, I just can't, I cannot. So, yeah, I'll take 5 more right now.
Their failures to your...
Oh, God. Videos stop auto-playing. Okay. Did you hear? And oh, you don't have the sound on.
No.
Video started auto-playing. I'm like, stop. Have a tab. This is Earth Effect. Let me get this back up and going. Viva la France, Drifty, says Epic Mighty Unicloud. Well, I'm in New York, but yeah, sure.
I wouldn't mind going to France someday.
475.
That would be fun. I would eat lots of pastries and get fat.
I don't think it's possible for you to get fat. I've tried to make you fat.
I would eat enough pastries to get fat if I were in France. Take me to France.
You're going to need a lot of generous backers to go to France, honey. I'm not big on traveling. When I was younger, I liked it more. I'm kind of a homebody now. I mean, I still have to go to New York City all the time, but that's just because I have no choice, really. I'd have to go somewhere. What did I do? 476. Animation. 475 is Earth Effect. States for wind is element 7. So that would be 4, 7, 6. Animation here. Let's put... That's a little overboard. Let's do something more simple with the wind effect here. I like that. I'll take this. Go like this. What if we change that to this? Nope. This. Nope. This. Yep, let's change the sound effect. Get rid of the screen flash and then do like a little SFX over here. Come on. Yep. I feel like there needs to be another sound effect. It just keeps going. Let's put another... Ooh, not that one. No, not a sword. I mean, that works. Let's try that one. You know what? I don't really... I'm going to go back to this wind one. Doesn't need this sword like this now. Can be on a quicker frame. Now I like it. Okay. Wind effect. $25 is nothing compared to what you used to do. You used to be with me and Vito at Truly Mad Club when you did first impressions for free. That was a crazy time. I had no friends, no wife. I mean, I had family, but I was basically alone in Orange County, just like going crazy out of my mind, not sure what I'm going to do with my life. Thinking that if I just put enough videos out, like, I'll be able to be a YouTuber for a living. And yeah, it's hard, and you can't do that if you do it for free. And plus, you just get sick of it. It started off really, really fun, and the fun meter started going down as the more I had to do it. And yeah, I was like, I started getting very critical. And kind of mean towards some of the videos, and like I privated a lot of videos because I'm like, I was going through some mental problems during the recording of these videos, and I don't like the person in this video, so I privated those videos because I didn't like the critique that I was putting out on some of them, and so yeah, like I was like, you know what, I can't keep doing this because it's making me a bitter person. And so I was like, you know what, I gotta take a break from them. And then some people was saying, look, if you do it, I'll pay you. And I'm like, well, I need money, and okay, I'll do it for money.
And it's a bit of a filter too, because if somebody's willing to pay for it, the game's usually a better quality. Absolutely,
it acts as a screen
yeah.
from the BS, because there were so many just like garbage games being thrown at me.
A lot of them wouldn't even play. They were so buggy, not tested.
Yeah.
The grammar was so bad it was hard to read.
Mm-hmm. It was so when you put a paywall up, people have to be like willing to be confident that they're actually trying to make a game that's worth a crap, and they've also played it themselves, but they need other people to test it. And so it's really anybody who does this, if you put as the smallest barrier up, you'll really save yourself a headache later on. Jazz Mink, you need a rank yet? Okay, so you must have just joined. As soon as you join, you're just a regular. You're not a member yet. You're just a person. So here you are, Jazz Mink. Let me give you the member role. Now you can post links and pictures and whatnot. So all you got to do is wait a second. We are on the Discord every day, and I scroll up and down and add members every day, and T does the same thing. So yeah, if you just join the Discord, you won't be able to post pictures and links right off the bat. But within a matter of minutes to a few hours, you'll be a member, and then you'll be able to do all that stuff. Take care, Waffles. Hello, April Delvin. Delvon. How are you doing? So I think we've got all of the states set up now. Let me make sure that... Hey, Waffles with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Waffles.
Thank you. We're going to put it in our Travel to French fund.
Travel to French?
To French. Yes, French is a place.
Got him.
I know how to speak good.
So element 7 is wind. Travel to French, honey. I think all of them have been updated. Now I don't have to make all the bosses immune to all of the states, because they'll still take damage from them, and I think that will actually work out nice. So let me go back to the enemies and look at... So look right here, we've got this one immune to rocked and dizzy and shocked, and which it shouldn't be. And then over here, it's like, what is it, state rate? Burning is reduced by 50. Now it doesn't need to have that. So it's only going to resist chilled, and the other ones can land. Because now it won't do like a percentage-based damage and just wreck bosses super quickly. I need to do that to actual poison as well. So let me do that while we're going through this whole thing. Up at poison, we're going to take this off and paste like what we have over here. Copy. And poison will be a different element. Poison is the venom element, so that will be 11. And the animation for it can be... I kind of like the poison animation. Maybe we'll just make it slightly different. Like this one, I like it. I've always liked the default poison animation. There's a few of them that I actually really like. But I'm going to change it up a little bit just so that it's not default. So we'll put it in here. We're going to change the pitch on it a little bit so that it's a little bit higher. Change the colors a little bit. Not very much. Just want it to be slightly different. Okay? And then change the color a little bit. There we go. Slightly yellower. So it's slightly different. Poison effect. 477. And I think this formula can stay the same. Stop making fun of me with you, Luck. I don't think we're making fun of you. We're making fun of the way that T speaks a little bit.
the failure of speak.
The failure of have speak skill. So let's test out those things as well as reduce the agility on Kane. Give him 100. Because agility is one of those stats that you can't just have it too high. He's already going to be super fast and strong. I'm going to have to make a cutscene for this battle, for the Kane battle, and I'll have to modify the ending. He starts with X attack. That's going to be great. It gives him extra swings, so this is going to go very well. That's an automatic restart the fight, probably. Oh, he was bleeding, and bleed is now based on the stats, so the bleed was so strong it instantly killed him. I get it, I get it. Get wrecked, Arturus. This fight is ridiculous. He's got too much defense, too. His stats are too high, basically. That's what's happening. But this is why we're testing it. We're just fighting. His stats are a bit too high still. Keep in mind, my guys have not really invested enough time into the systems that are available to them. Like, not even using good gear. I think I have, like, one good weapon and a couple of decent pieces of gear. But your party could be so decked out if you're actually... like using the mining system, which I've made simpler, much easier to use. His stats are still too high, though. But there's going to be months before another big patch like this. So there's going to need to be... There's going to need to be some big baddie at the end that stops you from just saying, I beat the whole game. But I don't want it to be this hard. It's still a bit too hard. So,
you did.
You got dead. So let's do 140, 130, 120, 120, like that. So that's a big reduction in defense and magic defense. He's still gonna hit hard, but not as hard. He's not like very state resistant, so I don't want him to be cheesed. But let me go through, make sure that he can't be confused, because he'll hit himself and kill him. So state resist confusion, state resist fascination, state resist rage, state resist. Sleep wears off when you get hit, so I'll keep sleep on there. He can be stunned, but he can't be paralyzed. So I think stun locking him somehow would be a good strategy. Stun and sleeping him. Do I have slow as a state? I have haste, but why do I not have slow? There's room for so much more in this game, which, you know, obviously it's good. He's got to be immune to doom, because that's instant death after one turn. I think that's it for state resist. Like, that's applying immunities. Okay. And then he needs some kind of stun resist. So let's say he can be blinded, but he's an additional 50% resistant to it. He can be, since poison is now based on a stat, I don't need to make him resistant to it. Same thing with the other DOTs. He can be silenced, but 50% of the time he won't be, on top of whatever rates go to apply it. He can be stunned. Did I already do that? But 50% of the time he won't be. Blind, silent, stun. And it's probably good. Yeah, that's probably good. Okay, as for anything else, we can say that he attacks with he attacks with darkness element. I feel like there's too many things that do that. And if he's going to attack with the darkness element as well as physical, he should probably be strong against darkness a little bit. So let's change his darkness to take half damage from darkness. I realized I said I'm going to make him weaker, and then I just proceeded to make him much more stronger. But, it's going to be the current last boss of the game. Let me catch up on chat. Thank you so much, Waffles, again. $4.44 for you, April. I mean, probably $4.55 by now. Put your travel back to NYC Fund. Well, we have to go again in a couple months, so. Yep. You want to put T in an autocorrect? Speech 100. Speech 1 legendary. Okay, we'll try to test him again. We'll just keep messing with the numbers. April says, hey Drifty, I'm using tiered skills like you've got on Olgwyn. I was wondering if it's good to have the different levels of it always available, or when they're set to learn the next tier, they forget or hide to show the lower tier. Is it a good idea or not? Curious on your thoughts. I think it's really up to, you to decide what's best in your game. If, in my opinion, and for example, what I've done in this game is I've allowed the lower tiers to still be used because I've made the higher tiers have a higher cost to use. Thank you so much, Maloney, Let's Play, for the subscription. It makes more sense to just, instead of just upgrading the skills where they get stronger, you give the player the option to still use the lower tiered skills, but at a lower TP or MP cost, right? So the resources go down for it. So that's a great start. He starts out and just does assassinate, and first thing that happens is a party member dies. Tachi Kasai might be too strong. In the whole game, I feel like it's just very strong. Especially when I give it to an enemy. So maybe I nerf it just a hair. Let me look at the formula real quick on that. I like this little feature. You go to the top, you press Control F, and you type in the name of the skill. And it just goes to it. It's great. Okay, so it's multiplying 18 stats. Let's try this. Let's start with 100 plus, and we reduce this down to 8. And we reduce this down to 6. So we've reduced 8 of the stats and added 100 base. So that's probably nerfed it a little bit, but just changed it quite a bit. Plus the variance is wild, so I'm going to lower the variance down a bit. And it can still crit, so it's another thing. Well, oops, I should have resurrected Zibard. god. He's still so strong. It's the move that Arturus has, because it forces a crit on the second hit when it does hit. And it's an AoE. Gosh. Thank you, Melonia. Melonia says, I just discovered you and I already like you. Aw, thank you. Okay, so he's still a little bit strong. Let's drop his attack to 130. I made X attack very, very low % chance of happening. I think I need to make Blade Rush also very, very low % chance of happening, because that seems to be the move that ends the fight. Assassinate, Cleave, those two are... This will kill somebody almost every time. Cleave hits the whole party, but not as strong as Blade Rush. This one stuns, this one bleeds, this one has high crit chance, and this one does fire attack. And he has a TP regen, so he's able to keep using his moves. Sire Lanza says, making skills is my weakest point in RPG Maker. I love making custom skills. In fact, let's make a custom skill for Kane. Making maps is my weakest point. I keep procrastinating doing it for my game. I procrastinate making maps. Pretty hard. Let's make a custom skill. This will be... I don't know, should we action sequence something? Let's have him jump around at random targets. Let's have him jump around and hit 3 targets randomly, if we can do that. I guess we'll just give it a sword and we'll call it triple jump attack. Triple jump strike. Jump into the air and rain down swords upon 3 targets. Sometime, which it, can target the same target. Can hit the same target multiple times. At least that's what I'm going for. Let's make it a tech. Let's make it cost 50 TP, only usable in the battle screen, and we're going to say 3 random enemies, and we're going to say uses. It is a physical attack. We'll give it a custom animation. We're going to call this animation 3 times, so we're going to design it for what it's going to look like when it lands and hits. Yeah, Sire, look at Yanfly's tips and tricks in the Buff States core, and just start with low numbers and work your way up with low numbers first. Another good trick is to get Yanfly's plugin, the damage core, and the armor scaling. Sire, Esare or Esire, Lanza, whatever. I don't know how to say your name. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Get the damage core and the armor scaling, because it'll help you balance out. Like, if you put the numbers too high, it'll bring them down a little bit for you. If you put the opposite, if you put the numbers too low, it'll bring them up a little bit for you, and it kind of gives you a good little buffer. And you don't have to think about adding negatives. It might help you. You can try it anyway. Let's make an animation for it really quickly. Let me pick something that we've already got in here. Okay, let's take this one, which was, probably taken from another one, and then another one, and DJ Khaled comes out, and another one, and then things have been changed over and over and over. We're going to call this one Triple Jump Strike. And we'll change the Earth to something else, like, I don't know, some kind of something else. The sound effects are weird. Let's change this, because now we're using swords. I don't think you guys can hear the sound effects very well, because, I mean, that's by design, because I think it's interesting to hear a million sound effects when I'm trying to pick them, as well as I'm turning the music down for if the game has anything copyrighted, you don't hear it. Because it's a real thing, yo. Did you guys hear about YouTube suing that one guy who was just falsely DMCAing a bunch of people? And he swatted one of them. I hope this guy goes to jail. I'm glad that YouTube is finally doing something. It's about time. I mean, they had to wait for such an extreme case as this guy to do something. There's like 100 other cases just like it. Oh yeah. Check it out. Look it up. Google or type in YouTube sues, and you'll see. Go to the videos. There's this guy who keeps like taking people's videos down, like wrongfully. Like he doesn't own the rights to the person's video. He's just striking their channel, and so far there's like up until now YouTube hasn't like come out and tried to enforce any rules. Like they've got you're not allowed to do this written down, but like people have done it for years now. Oh, that sounds awesome and it looks cool too. At the beginning it has a kind of a, yeah, right here, frame 4, 5, 6. 5 and 6 is essentially the same frame, so I'm gonna delete it. Looks like it just stops a little bit. Also right here, there's one thing that kind of just stays around. And this thing, nope. This one, nope. This one, yep. And put these back. Oh, that's going to be tough. Hold up. Just go here. This one goes here. There's still this one that sticks around too long. But it's underneath all the other ones, so it's just going to be a pain in the butt to remove. I'm not that. Nope. Let's see if it's this one. Nope. It's this one. Yep. So this one goes back here. And then it comes back again here. Gosh, can I just... Oh, two lower. Two lower. Oh, page down. Right. Nope. Nope. Gosh, it's this one. Delete this one. This one goes back here. This one goes back here. So... Still comes up in like 3 of these. Just like sticks around. It's not supposed to stick around that much. Right here, it seems like it shouldn't be there. It's this one. Looks a little better anyway. right here, we're going to make a action sequence. What is the one that kind of does like the jump strike? It's I know where it's at. It's this one. Okay. So it's going to be a target action. We're going to copy this one. Paste this in here, but we need to change it actually because it's going to jump to a user, or jump the user, that high over this period of time, motion swing, perform action, action animation on the target, wait for animation, action effect, death break, perform finish. Copy this part again. Actually, copy the entire thing. I'm going to put 2 spaces. And then, wait, see now I changed the scope from 1 enemy to 3 enemies, so it might hit 9 times, which is not what I want. If it does hit 9 times, I will take off 2 of these. We also need to give it a formula. So this is going to be a, I guess we'll use it a Bushido element. Okay, critical with a little bit less variance. We'll say 200 plus A dot ATK times 6 plus A dot AGI times 4 minus B dot DEF minus B dot AGI. And it's going to hit 3 times or 9 times. We're going to try to change it so that it hits 3 times. But let's look at what happens. Let's give it to the enemy at a rating so high that it will only do that, so we can test it. As soon as I can find it. There it is. We'll give it at a rating 9. Technically, if we put it at rating 8, it would only do that. So we'll put it at 9 just to be sure. It's not going to stay there. It's just to test it. Yeah, there's a lot of things that need to be looked at, Epic Mighty, in it. I think Jacksepticeye turned it off, and so did PewDiePie because of people just like putting inappropriate things in there. How is he still doing Assassinate? He should only be doing one thing. Did I put it on the right creature? Hold on. Kane, triple jump strike. Oh, he doesn't have TP for it, right? So does that mean he goes to the next thing? Since I think so. Yep. He's hitting 9 times. Let's fix that. It only needs this a single time. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, no, not that. This. There we go. And then because the scope's changed, maybe I go back to the animation, and it's already set to feet, but it's so high. Let's shift the entire thing by adding a Y offset. Okay, so if we are going to add to the Y, it's going to push it down, right? Let's add 50Y to everything. Let's go to center and then shift everything 100Y. Did that even shift? Everything 100 more Y. Shift everything 50 more to the Y. Let's shift everything 50 more. Okay. Let's try this again. So now it should only hit 3 times. In fact, what I'm going to do is change this TP cost to 0, just because I don't want to see him do 3 moves before he can do it. Oops. So he should only attack 3 times. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's just have him do it again. Boom, boom, boom. And it just hops around slashing people up. It's about right. I like it. Okay. Well, I suppose I should try to beat him then. Oh wait, that's not what I... He actually is going to have to pay to use that 50 TP. So he won't be able to do it like that. But I did want to make a custom action sequence skill, even though I'm using a jump attack action sequence that I've used several times. It's still with different animations and whatnot, so... I think it'll work as its own thing. Go back to the enemy. I lowered his attack, his defense, so he should die faster, or at least take more damage and feel more satisfying hitting him. We need to change this rating so that it is 3. Cleave also needs to be 3. Assassinate can be 3. And then this can be 4. Slice can be 4. Okay. Damn, dude, this boss is OP. Well, he's going to be the current last boss. I don't want him... We've constantly nerfed him. Ooh, that's going to bode well. I wonder if that'll actually help him, though, because it just gives basic attacks, and he doesn't have a basic attack. I may need to just remove that. Start off with defenders. Let's try to bleed and assassinate him. The bleed landed, that's good. Let's try to get, like, some other DOTs on him. Let's do enmity. Sweet, so the DOTs are working correctly. Let's assassinate while he's bleeding, because it does a lot more damage. He still has a lot of defense. He seems very, very tanky. Let's keep defenders up. But it is doing some damage. Let's try to get some shock state on him. Yeah, the, oh yeah, protects. That's definitely a huge help. Oops, it's over. It's pretty much over. My guys are not ready to kill him. You're gonna have to get some better gear. All of the gear is available to you. You just gotta go get it. You know, you gotta get that gear, man. That was the wrong move too. Yeah, I think it's about right. The reason why my guys aren't ready to kill him is because they're using stuff you get at the beginning of the game. They have garbage on. They're wearing, like, literal garbage. This is the only halfway decent weapon I have. It's the sword right here. That's why he's able to do damage. Oh, I forget that the bard can use a dagger. No way. The bard can use a dagger. Why would he ever use a harp, though? Okay, hold up. Strength, wisdom, speed. Strength, wisdom, speed. But the harp gives you more speed per... Okay, because this is like tier 6, and this is like tier 3 or 4. 3. And, okay, so the reason why you would use a harp is because your bard would go faster. But I just happen to have a dagger that's like so many tiers higher that it's worth using on this one. Okay. Yeah, if I were to actually get some gear from the arena, let's look at this gear that you can get from the arena I just added. You can get life leeching accessories, mana restoring accessories, element resisting accessories, state resisting accessories, items that just give you extremely high critical rate, and an item that breaks the damage cap. You just gotta grind and get them. They're not super hard to get, but you'll spend a little time getting it. Also, there's a mining system that gives you access to up to Nebisite, which is like tier 7 gear. So I think he's super hard for this party because I haven't put any time into trying to make my characters really strong. I've just gone through the story and tested stuff. So I'm going to leave him where he's at for now. Take a log, make a log of the changes. So we've added a new plugin, added yep_x_ extended DOT, and changed poisoned, changed all of the DOT states from dealing percentage based damage to stat based damage. Okay, we've created a dozen new animations and assigned them. We've created a new end boss, Kane. I suppose I shouldn't reveal the name. Created a new end boss. He will require some work to beat. Use the arena and the mining systems to gear up before the fight. Good luck. Yeah. What else did we do? We changed a few skills. A few skills damage formula to further balance. Did I mention, tweak the experience gain rate a bit. So I need to go through and actually play like I started last stream on Friday. So I have another save file where I'm playing through. I'm going to do that right now and see how the game feels. But before I actually go back to that, since I've added this boss, I need to put him into the game. So we're going to make cutscenes now. We're going to change the ending cutscene. When you go back here to... Maybe I make a requirement that you... Nah, just let the part... Oh, wait, this shouldn't be here. What is this? This has got to go. It's a tester. This has also got to go before I forget. It's a tester. Any other test events that I left around on the map? Because I'm going to deploy soon. So I can't have any weird things happening. Alright. Cool things, EL. Alright. So the last end scene happens right here after you talk to the king of this coral castle, and then this happens. So what I need to do is change that scene. That's really the last scene besides the credits. So let's go to the castle and this guy. He's got 7 pages. So, excellent returning here with Captain Orc. I shall entrust you with the Coral King, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So he gives you the airship and grants the title to Lydia for her farmstead, but Lydia's not in the party at this point. So I've got to change this dialogue, basically. Excellent work returning here with Olgwyn. I shall entrust you with... Or maybe I just throw the boss fight before you can talk to the king. But then that still doesn't address why Lydia... I mean, the king just gives the deed to Arturus, so I can let that be as is. And Arturus gives it to Lydia, yada yada. Let's put the... In order to not undo previous cutscenes, let's put Cain... let's have Cain attack. When you walk into the castle, I can make a cutscene where Cain is there. He shows up in robes or something, and then he... How do I want to do it? How does it happen? How does it happen? How does it happen? You walk into the castle, and it fades out. Transparency comes on, and then we have characters to illustrate people in the party. So there'll be 4 events, new events, and then 1/5 event that can be the auto run with the switch condition. Whatever switch it is that needs to be turned on by the time we get here. And it'll show Cain, like, wouldn't the guards see? Cain, like, why would he be here? It doesn't make sense to have the fight here. I just need to not be lazy and rewrite the scene. Okay, let's go here and rewrite it, because it just doesn't make sense in my head. So excellent work returning here with Captain Olgwyn, but he doesn't say I'm going to entrust you with the airship. He's going to say, unfortunately, I'm unable to entrust you with the Coral Kingdom's airship. And then we'll have some question mark balloons. Show, I guess, on the player, because I'm making it not have it fade out, which I could do. I don't think it's necessary, really. It would be better, but whatever. I'm just going to go with this. Show balloon icon for a question mark, like, players like, huh? and then he'll say, "You've never led our fleet astray." This can stay the same. But he won't say, "Take good care of it." Instead, he's going to say, I won't inquire about your absence, but I need your help finding the Coral Kingdom's airship. Will that fit on one line? Yeah, probably. It just seems like a lot more because they've got all these color codes in here. And then he doesn't say, I'll take good care of her. He'll be like, what happened? When was the last time you've seen it? Lord Mikhail. And he will say, it was, I'm afraid that Cain has taken it. And then exclamation mark, balloon, animation, player. As for the farmstead, here's the land title. You may use the farmstead as long as you require. It's located next to blah, blah, blah. So I'm trying to reuse what we put in here. You get that, you've obtained item icon 61. What is, oh, this is the farmstead title, okay. You must find a weakness in the Crimson Dawn's empire and report back. So you must find out what happened to Cain. I suspect the Crimson Dawn Empire. Report back. Let's say new line. Report back as soon as you can. We don't need to say please take care of the airship because you don't have the airship. So report back as soon as you can when you find the Coral Kingdom's airship. Thank you, Lord Mikhail. We will see to this matter. We'll see to this matter. And then we don't set the vehicle location. We don't get any fanfare for that. But what this will say is you've gained... Nope. This is also a nothing. We changed the airship. You know what we should actually just say? Airship. Because it's like a running gag that I've never mentioned. Like some of the switches, I've put like airship unlocked somewhere. I might have renamed it already. And then I'm like airship, airship, and then then later on it's like airship, really though, and it'd be like, airship, just kidding, not airship, JK again. So I just changed the name. Because I keep pushing the airship back, because every time I update it. Airship, JK again. Okay. So I don't need to, like, save a change there. Oh, did it not save the switch change? It did, but it didn't update until I hit OK. Okay. But it's still switch 29, which will cause this, to update. You must find a weakness in the Crimson Dawn Empire and find out what happened to Karyn instead of and. Oh gosh, you must find a weakness in the Crimson Dawn Empire, comma. Find out what happened to Karyn and the Coral Kingdom's airship. Okay, easy. Alright, so that's that. We don't get the airship, but at this point, it transfers the player, I believe. Yeah, so it takes you off to the world map, and then that should update this event. JK again, okay. Then this plays, but what we'll want to do is not have this play, because now this isn't over yet. So this switch has got to change. So this won't actually happen until we have another switch. And I'm going to put this switch, beat Karyn, got airship. 75. So the end credits won't play here yet. End creds. Such a large event, you think I'd name it. Okay. So it will transfer you, but I need to figure out where it's going to transfer again, because I think I put it in a weird spot. So yeah, it's the end of the game. Transfer you. It's going to transfer you out here. Okay, right in front of the castle. Because you've backtracked through the castle long enough, just take the player out. Save him a minute. Or 30 seconds or whatever. So now we have another switch that's turned on. So after you've talked to this guy, it does turn on a switch. It turns on the airship JK again on, which is switch 29. So that's going to allow us to control when Karyn can be at a location. So, on the world map, where the heck did Karyn go, right? And where's the airship? So there's a severe lack of things that are happening on this island. So I feel like we should put something over on this island. However, we do have a cave here that currently has nothing happening into it. So I want to do something with that as well. But, and then this will be for like the next, or maybe by next year this will have something happening here. This has already got stuff going on. There is a whole village in here that would also be in the next thing, so update that village and this thing for the next parts of the story. But Karyn, I guess this is a stick out. This stands out a little bit. So maybe now I put a graphic of the airship right here, and when the player walks up to the airship, it gets a cutscene. Or down here, I think it would make sense, since he's like a skeleton, it'd be down here. But what is going to be down here? We have a tent that maybe we want to not have, And instead, we could have this. That's a fortress in the poison area. I think that looks really cool, actually. But maybe when the player gets that cutscene, we give them another cutscene that like zooms the camera over here, and then plays some animations right here. Leave the tent for like a shop you can enter. I like that, Jazz. Yeah, Esire Lanza. The absorb is like for life-sealing things. The vampire a vampire creature may be the next thing that's added to the party. That's why I kind of like had a base template for him and some skills. I ended up giving those skills to creatures though, so I'd probably make more skills if I obviously made a new class. I would make a lot of skills for it. What level? Up to what level? So you're still going to be getting skills to 30, to level 30, to level 30, level 40 for the gunslinger, level 26 for the Ronin. So he's got some like a good skill set though. I don't need to give to him anymore. If anything, I could raise the level of some of these skills. Nah. The Bard has skills up to 36. Shinobi didn't do anything, and the Vampire just started. And then this is just for placeholder for some skills for like a caster class. So there will be some sort of mage caster class. There'll be a vampire class, and maybe some sort of ninja, which is like an attacker / caster. So there's still some ideas I want to work on, but I think for now there's a good number of skills for all of the classes, and all the creatures have custom skills too, so that always helps. Wait, DOT Blast is a skill granted at level 30 to the Naturalist? Wait a minute, so let me look at that skill. Does it obviously adds a state, right? We need to go to the top and click Control F, DOT, Blast, Damage Formula, Value. Formula deal 0, adds a state, dot blast 100. What was I doing here? State. Let's just do a search. DOT. Next. Okay, it's not percentage based. That's all I was really worried about. Is it alive? If it is, deal blah blah blah. This is a way to do another damage over time without using a plugin. I guess I could leave it how it is for now. If I see it being a problem at the end, then I may need to adjust it. $150. So we're setting the value of 150. I don't remember what I was even doing here. Let me just look at that variable. Am I using that for anything? Nope, I'm just using it for dot blast, so I think I would mess with that. Whatever. Hello, Welky Imperium Mapper. How you doing? Divine Waste RPG. Whoop whoop. What's up? Alright, so let's do the cutscene where, like, after you get this cutscene, we kind of tell the player, hey, something happened over here. There's a poison swamp castle. So, I think what we can do is essentially have, okay, copy this, paste this, copy this, paste this, delete this, right, beat Kane and got airship? No. Why was that like that? Did I... Oh yeah, okay. After you beat Kane and got airship, it's that. But this one will be the Psych airship. Airship, JK again, switch. But it doesn't have any of this. But what we'll do is hide the mini label, fade out the screen, wait, get rid of that, get rid of that. We're going to do all of that happening. Oh, that's right. So let's copy this page, paste it here. This will be A, this will be B. The ending for this one will be control self switch B. So turn self switch B, which will be that one, overriding everything else there. And this is A, placeholders. So what do we want to happen here? We're going to fade out the screen. The player will be transferred to the swamp area, so we won't have to mess with the camera. But what we do want to do, okay, I got it. I have to do this first. When we teleport the player out of here, we're going to transfer the player here. Like that. But first we're going to maybe we should turn transparency on here. Okay, yeah, let's turn transparency on here. Change transparency on and then immediately transfer the player to the world map, and the world map will see that this is going to happen now because this switch turned on, and it fades out the screen. In case it forgets, we'll do the transparency, turn the transparency on, wait 15 frames, or actually we'll put the wait ahead of it, in front of it, like that, and then the context of everything goes here. And then we have a turn transparency off. Yep, turn transparency off. Another wait. Fade in the screen. Nope, transparency and the wait first. So we turn the transparency off. We wait 15 frames, fade in the screen, and turn to this page. So what needs to happen is we need an event placeholder over here. So we'll make a blank event that happens, I guess, right here. And this will be Swamp Castle Anim. And it doesn't need to have anything. It's just going to be above the players. And it needs to have a name so that we can use it for showing an animation. So here, we're going to show an animation on that event, the Swamp Castle anim, or a series of animations. Oh, I know what we could do. Can we make this only appear after? Yes, we can. So I know what we'll have to do. But I'll need animations. So let's go ahead and play 479 and leave this how it is for right now. Go down here and set this one to be having a specific image on the map, tile set B, this one. And then this is bottom left. And then we copy this, paste it here. This is bottom right. Copy this, paste it here. This is going to be top left. And paste it here. This is going to be top right. We're actually going to set this to be below characters now. Should have seen this coming. Below characters. Below characters. Below characters. And we'll actually set the encounter to be player touch. The trigger. But on the world map, we need to take this and, and make that poison castle. Or the poison. So it's literally just a pool of poison until you get this cutscene, and then the events will show the castle on top of it. In English, your name should be Giant Empire Mapper. Oh, cool. An RPG where the main characters are vampires and can only travel outside at night would be interesting. It's like Blade, the RPG. Feed off the villagers. It sounds pretty good. I liked Blade. Okay, so now this should only appear, well, actually we need to do the switch conditions. So this is after you've got this switch triggered, the 29. So we've watched that cutscene and this is triggered. It shows this at this point. So this is my way of showing the player what to do next. Without actually saying, I'm showing it. I'm just showing. Instead of having text go to the swamp castle that wasn't even there, I'm going to show the swamp castle being here, and in the auto run, so it's got to be auto run, that way the player can't move around while it's happening. I'm going to play some animations of like poison and smoke or something, and I want them to play with certain weight intervals. So copy here, paste here. Let me find the animations I'm looking for. Animations. Something that they haven't quite seen yet or very much. Let's take this, put this here, change it to purple. That will be Poison Castle Emerge 1. And then I want like a smoky effect, like something has been disturbed. No, let's use a lot. dark 4 could play, because that's... Yeah. Okay, so let's put dark 4 somewhere in there. Actually, dark 3 and dark 4. Copy this, paste this. Change this to... Gosh. Bottom left, bottom right. Copy this, paste this. Top left, top right. Copy this, paste it. Nope. Paste this. And then dark 3. Kind of winging it here. Copy this, paste this. Dark 4. On top left. Just some animations. Fade in the screen. We're still transparent at this point. Yada yada yada. This happens. Turn transparency off. Wait longer. Fade in the screen. And then transfer the player. So hold on. Before we do any of this, new. We fade out the screen again. Then we transfer the player back to the castle, right here. We'll say they're facing down now. Fade out. We need to fade in, actually, before all this stuff happens, right? Fade out the screen. Transparency on. We can cut this, paste it here, fade in the screen. Copy this, paste this. Then the animations play. We fade out the screen. We transfer the player. We show the labels back on. Turn the transparency off. Wait, fade in the screen. And then self-switch goes to here. Then, until we BK and get the airship, this credits won't play. However, at this point, it should be stuck on this page. So then we go, so when we're able to go here, and we walk on this, it'll be here after that point. So the player will get back in their ship, sail down to here, walk into this castle, and now I need to make a swamped castle, which I do have. The game open folder and find this thing. Jordan had made an alternate reality of this game, and he gave me permission to take maps from his game, his version of the game, and put them into the actual official Legend of Driftwood. And I'm going to actually play through his version of Legend of Driftwood. He's not going to work on it anymore. He's going to work on a new project with his wife or his girlfriend or something. which is really cool, and take what he's learned by working on this project. Thank you again, Jordan. And what we'll do is we'll take so we have maps that are going to work. We can take this and use this as our area we fight Cain. So this is the Eric's village. Where can I download RPG Maker like for not 30 days? What do you mean? You can buy it on Steam. It goes on sale like very often. It's like 5 or 6 times a year it'll go on sale for $20. You should pick it up when it goes on sale for like $20. Until then, you could use the free version or something, I don't know. Or some of the other versions are on sale. 2003 is on sale for like $4 sometimes. But you should definitely try to get MV. So let's copy this Eric's village. Why don't I make my own map for this? Because I don't want to throw the time at it. And I already have resources at my disposal, and I suck at making maps. I have made a lot of maps. I made this world map. I made the majority of the maps in this game. NoobKX contributed a ton of maps, and Jordan's made a few maps, but I haven't put any of Jordan's maps in yet, but I'm going to be doing that because we already talked about that like a week ago or so. Actually, it was like 2 weeks ago. So I guess this will come right off of the world map. So I will paste a world map here, and since it still looks good. It's using the same tile set. Hasn't been region painted at all. I need to check if you can walk on walls in certain areas and whatnot. So let's just set up transfer events real quick. What I'll do is go to the world map and take a transfer event from somewhere. Let's copy this one. Save me some time. And in here, oh wait, I need to actually do this, don't I? Oh, excuse me. Transfer the contents of this to here. Paste that in. I'll get rid of the label on this one and change where it teleports you to so that it takes you to the Eric's village. Here, and it'll make you face up. Paste this here. I suppose I should do this a different way. Let me take this contents, copy this for these three, except this one will have, wait, did I delete the zoom? Oh no, never mind, it's right here. This one will actually have the mini label, but the mini label will say Eric's layer. Eric's village. I guess we'll go with village. Layer sounds more evil. There, now they all take you to where you're supposed to go. And then from here is a whole nother map where I can add new creatures and extend the storyline. So let's check this map for random encounters. It's very grindy here, as it probably should be. Ruins 1 and swamp background. Yeah. for the battles, what would you fight here? Obviously, Urix. Triple Urix. Oops. Mercenaries. Those are the easy fights here. But we'll throw in bandits. We'll let the, I guess we'll have the Necromancer with the 2 Urix fight in here. The Elite Assassin could be a fight that just shows up here. He would be farmable here. Toxic Shroom can show up here. Let's have, I don't know about Hauntlings, maybe inside the cave or the fort. Yeah, we'll... Yeah, let's have the large skeleton fight show up here. Vampire bats, sure. Did I balance the vampire bats? I need to look at those again. Death Dog. Death Dog 2. Fel Dodo. Fel Dodo 2. Spectre. Spectre 2. The Temptress. The Temptress pair. And yeah, that'll be it for there. That's it. That's it. It's like 15 encounters. They all have the same weight, so could be anything. Weak creatures or strong creatures. Sorry, had to do some blocking, unfortunately. You can close this. Reopen this. Okay. Okay, so I guess we need to test our transfer events. We can close Ganfly's website here. This is still up. Go like this, go like this. Okay, all good. Hey guys, do you know how to script call conditional if actor HP is something something? Make a conditional that, I don't know, maybe we could figure that out, huh? We would go like this. Like that. Life is a Cancer, that's how you do it. You change the actor number to the actor that you're trying to reference, and you change the number inside the is state affected to be the name of the number of the state that you're looking for. Oh, actor HP. Okay, hold up. For actor HP, you do the same thing. And then, like, you pick the number, the actor you're looking for, dot HP. Let's see. Is it current HP? Hold on. Enemy.hp. Enemy.hp, actor.hp. Action. Yeah, you just use .hp. Like, depending on what you want. Like, so if the actor's HP is 0, if he's dead, or you can say is less than equal to 0. So if it's got negative somehow, then you do the same thing. Right? April Delvin says RPG Maker Web has MV on sale for $20 at the moment. MV is worth $20. Get it. Absolutely. MV is worth it. I've never pre-ordered anything except for RPG Maker MV. The only thing I've ever pre-ordered was RPG Maker MV, and I paid $80. Zero regrets. It's made me a lot more than $80. And I've spent countless hours of entertainment inside of it. So, I mean, extremely worth $20. Anyway, did you get that? I'm going to put it in the chat. Whoever was asking, I forgot. But it's like that. There's different ways to do stuff for script calls. There you go. Am I permitted to share a link straight to it? You could try. It might automatically block it, or it might give me the option to let it go through. Anyway, guys, I've got to end the live stream very soon. Let me check this transfer event. Let me make a transfer event in here that goes to the world map. So let's go here. Inside here, we'll go like this, copy that, bada bing, bada boom, bada bang. Inside the Urix village, we're going to go like this. Oh, actually, we got to create an event. Boom. This is going to, we got to do a comment that says event, or it's just mini label, and then we have it say Phaelon. That's the name of the world map, Phaelon. What's the name of my D&D campaign's world map? Because I've kind of based them loosely in a similar kind of thing, but futuristic. Phaelon. Boom. And then we copy... Oh, we change the transfer so that it goes to the world map. And it puts you out here. Actually, we'll fade to white. Okay, and we're going to, actually we copy this, paste it here. Okay, we're going to have player touch below characters. This has got to be player touch below characters. Let me copy this event, paste it here, and that should be the whole thing. What does this event do? /say nothing. I guess I'll update these events tomorrow. Or actually tomorrow is going to be a first impressions video. So yeah, first impressions are coming back starting tomorrow. If you want me to play your game, back me on Patreon. I have the link in the description below. As always, thank you guys for coming to the live stream. I really appreciate it. Come hang out in the Discord. Links in the description. All the links are in the description. If you don't want to type it in or search it up. Links to all of my Twitter, my YouTubes, not the YouTube because you're already here, but the Twitch, the Patreon, the website, all the stuff, anything relevant to the live stream or the videos, links in the description below. Thank you guys so much. If you want me to play your game, it is there on the Patreon. If you want to back me and you don't want me to play your game, you can still back me. I appreciate that. Yeah, just come hang out in the Discord, promote your stuff. Love you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow with an all-new First Impressions video. Bye-bye. So worth my kitten waking me up at 4 in the morning to see you streaming and being able to catch it. Oh, cool. Thanks for stopping by. Everybody, Jazz Mink, some new faces today that I didn't see. Extreme Castle Builder Mapper. Tomorrow, 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So whatever time it is there now, 2 hours from now, it will actually 21 hours and 44 minutes from now, I'll be live again. 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monday through Friday. Bye, guys. For reals, though. Jazz Mink, Skepsis, Wild Key Imperium Mappers, Extreme Castle Mapper, Life is a Cancer, April Delvin, Esire Lanza, everybody else who I don't say, Android Gaming, hello and goodbye, aloha, Epic Mightyina Cloud, appreciate everybody stopping by, Doc Wheeze, Divine Waste RPG, whoop whoop, ZL Entertainment, you're probably not here because you went to sleep, but yeah, thank you for stopping by, Melonia, Let's Play, thank you so much, Tease Jams, as always, my lovely wife, thank you for tuning in, Snooze-ish, you always get me with your name, Waffles, I think you took off, but thanks again if you're still here for the super chat, William Goosen, thank you so much for the sub right now and for stopping by, Silix, Shepetto, whoever else I missed, Graceless Gaming, well, we'll see you guys tomorrow, I gotta go, bye-bye.